Before we move on to this next topic, you mentioned you were 23 when you kind of entered music officially.
I think so. I really don't remember. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
But just zooming out for a second, care to share your current age at this point?
My current age is, I don't know. my A&R said don't show my age, so I'm gonna pass on that one.
Now, you don't have to, and we'll
Mm-hmm.
respect that, but curious as to why not. Why did an A&R say don't share the age?
I don't know. I wish he was here. I'm not gonna lie to you, so I can ask him in front of you. So he's gonna watch this, and I'm gonna ask. Like, I don't know why he told me that, but I don't know. And it's not like I'm mad old either. It's just he just was like, yo, that's like a, I don't know. Don't say it. I was like, all right, fuck it.
Well, are you at least able to share your birthday, the month and the day,
Yeah,
perhaps?
hell yeah. March 27th.
Now, again, we talked about the up. Let's talk about the down. What was the bottom point for you during your upbringing, growing up uh, Upper West Side of Manhattan? What would you say was your lowest point or most negative moment growing up in that environment?
Um, shit, just all like the regular street dumb shit. I mean, it was just like shit like that. It wasn't really like that was the only like downfall of like everything. You know what I mean? Like, and it's crazy like, cause how that shit was like before like it's like the backstory of everything be crazy, cause it's like where I first was living at, I had problems there, so I ended up moving from there, and then it was like where I moved to, they had problems with where I moved to. It was weird, like it was just crazy, but yeah, like that's all it really was. It was just like a lot of trouble shit, but you always go through a couple of to get to where you gotta get to. Shit happens.
Now, how were you able to survive that upbringing in that environment? Because there are some
Shit,
who
yeah,
don't make it.
I know. I don't, it's like you just gotta know how to move. Like you can't move sloppy. You can't move like you untouchable. Like that's what be a lot of people's problems. Like everybody think they untouchable. Like it's like nobody's untouchable at all in the world. Like it's always somebody tougher than you. It's always somebody that's gonna match your energy of whatever you want to do. So it's just like you gotta always know that. Like, and I learned that shit young. Like I learned that shit at a young age. Like so it's like I just always know how to move. I still do. Like I just know how to move. I know how to move like from A to B. Some people go from A to B to C to and just start taking side quests. I don't do all of that.
Head on a swivel, so to speak?
Yeah, like a lot of people don't have their head on a swivel. Like a lot of people just think that nothing could happen to them. Like I don't know why people think you could just be in the shit you in and then think nothing could happen to you. Like that don't make sense to me. I don't know. It never did make sense to me.
Untouchable, bulletproof, things of
Yeah,
that nature?
yeah. How heavy on the bulletproof. A lot of people think they bulletproof. I don't know why, but I don't know.
Now, there are some people who say things like, don't know if I'll make it to see
Mhm.
the age of 18,
Mhm.
21, 25, so on and so forth. Did you ever have any of these thoughts yourself growing up in the environment you did?
Hell yeah. I went to jail at 16, so I hell yeah, I thought that. I was that was one of the first things on my mind.
Was it a certain age you didn't think you might quite see at some point?
I didn't think I would see 21. I ain't gonna lie to you. I didn't think I'd see 21. It was like I don't know. I just never thought I would, but I made it here. So it's like I never. I don't know. Like I always had it in my head, like, all right, after 21, you made it. Like you, the whole time it's like it's people that live to their 50s, 60, and they be living like they 21. So it's just like I don't know. That's a young mindset though. Like that was my mindset when I was more younger. Like, cause a lot of people I was growing up with, people was dying 18, 17, even down to now. Like, it's kids dying 16, 14, gun violence. That shit crazy.
And what do you make of the fact of the outcome that you are on the other side of that equation? Now, you didn't share your age that you are currently, but you did mention that, your first big song, that was about approximately age 23, which
Mhm.
is past 21, which was an age you didn't think you might quite see at some point.
Mhm.
So, what do you make of the outcome that you have at least passed the barrier of 21?
What you mean, like?
So, for
How?
example, there was a
Mhm.
point in your life you didn't think you might see 21. You're
Right.
over 21 at this point.
Yeah.
Without sharing your age, you had mentioned previously in this conversation you're at least 23
Mhm.
because that's when, your biggest song exploded for you. So,
Mhm.
the fact that you are past 21, what do you make of that? You didn't think you would see 21 at one point, but now you're past it, at least.
Um, I feel like now my goal is to be like rich by 30 type shit, like 35 type shit. Like that's my main goal. Like
And what's your definition of rich?
rich, like on some like not just having money in front of me, rich, like having businesses and having shit going on for myself that the money is just continuing. Like having my own motion, having everything going on for myself, like so that I can be able to do whatever I want and make sure my family good and myself is good.
Making money while you sleep, so to speak.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Now, knowing what you know now, on the other side of that coin, hypothetically speaking here, what would you have said to your younger self back then, if anything?
Shit. What I'd have said to my younger self,
Yes, if you could go back in time and pull yourself to the side and
I'd
whisper
have,
something into his ear, what would you say? Maybe that 16-year-old juvie, what would you say?
um, I'd have separated myself early, like from all the people I thought was my friends. Like I'd have separated early. Like if I was able to go back and tell myself something, it would have been that. Cause if I would have did that, I'd have been surrounded by nothing but people that was more of a instead of a. You get me? Like it's like I would have definitely told my younger self like this is not it, this is it. Like literally, like that's the main message I would have said to myself. Like this is not it, this right here, this is where it's at right here. Like so that's the only message though. But it's like, everything that happened, I don't really regret none of that shit. Like it's like everything happened and it made me who I am today. Like it made me stronger, it made me more wise, you know? So
Now, I asked you a variety of questions here in regards to your upbringing, but is there anything else you want to mention about it or a question you weren't asked in
um
regards to your raising and growing up? Upper West Side of Manhattan here.
nah, not really. I feel like you asked everything.
Now, one thing that really wasn't talked about was your father. You mentioned your mother throughout this conversation, but
Hmm.
not a mention of your father here. What's the current status between you and him?
Nah, he's still around. He's still around. Me and they don't talk that much, but he's still around though. Like there's still love there and all that though. But I was like so like how I even like was born was cut like my pops was in jail. So basically like my pops was locked up for like I think like 20 years, some shit like that. But I was born while like I think he was on his like 5th year in jail when I was born. I think yeah, I don't remember. I think it was his 4th or 5th year, but I go like conjugal and etc. But fucking yeah, like my pops was in jail damn near like most of my life type shit. So it's like that's why I feel like it's like I had a role model though, you know what I mean? Like, but it's like he was in there, so it's like me taking advice while you in there. It was like I wasn't seeing it for what it really is. Like I'm coming visiting my pops, and it's like my pops is shits and giggles, but it's like whole time he trying to just keep himself like sane. But whole time I'm looking at it like shit. You look happy as fucking. I want to see what it's like in this shit. You know what I mean? I know it sounds stupid, but it's like I was young. I wasn't thinking. You know what I mean? So that's how I looked at that shit.
Those were innocent thoughts you had at the time.
Hell yeah, very innocent. Like it was innocent to the point that I wasn't thinking I wasn't doing nothing wrong. And then when I was understanding I was doing shit wrong, I'm like, oh, nah, hold on, I'm fake bugging.
Okay, so a couple things here.
Mm-hmm.
So you were the baby of a conjugal visit,
Yeah.
conjugal
Facts.
relationship.
Mm-hmm.
So assuming here it was state prison he was locked
Yeah.
up in
You
for the
see how you
20.
said up top? That's what they call New York jails. That's why when you said up top, I was like, that's not really a. I would use like
Up north.
yeah, but they say that shit too. But up north is more better though.
And you're referring to a conversation you and I had off
Yeah,
camera when
off
we were
camera. Yeah,
doing
yeah, yeah.
a
Facts.
drop, and I said,
Mm-hmm.
how would you feel about saying up top?
Yeah.
And you suggested up north.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but okay, understanding why you were a little hesitant on saying up top, but
Yeah.
okay, so it sounds like, uh, okay, so well, I don't even want to assume. I'll ask the questions then.
Mm-hmm.
So, well, no, I can make the assumption here. So it sounds like during his 20 years, 15 of which,
Mm-hmm.
after the time of conception,
Mm-hmm.
uh, would there be regular visits, physical visits of you
It
going
was
to see your
it
father,
was
or?
it was regular visits and it was trailer visits. Like I was seeing him like in like sleeping over trailer visits type shit. Like it was like trailer visits. And it's crazy. Like those trailer visits, I met like some friends that I'm cool with now. Like my son Jerry. That's really my brother. But yeah, like that shit. It was more so like it was like basically like trailer visits, like regular visits. But I never really liked the regular visits though. Them shits was whack. Like the trailer visits was mad lit. Like me as a kid, like I wasn't really. I didn't even know my dad was in jail though. For mad long, I didn't know that shit. Like I always thought that shit was a fun ass place. Like I was going to trailer visits and shit. I'm playing basketball, like doing everything type shit. Out at night, doing mad shit. But it's like whole time not even understanding where I'm at though. And I'm seeing the barbed wire. I'm seeing everything. I'm just like, yo, where the fuck am I at? And then one time somebody broke the news to me, I was just like, oh shit. So this whole time is where I've been at? Like what the fuck? That shit was crazy.
So it sounds like you had a relatively close relationship with your father as you were growing
Yeah,
up.
hell yeah.
Why not so close as far as communication and things of that nature at this
Like right
point?
now,
Yeah.
like him and my mom's face split up, so it's like they just doing their own thing type shit. But it's still love with that nigga though. It ain't no love lost with him though. Like if I see him right now, like we gonna speak and all that though.
What's been the reaction to, your stints with incarceration and things of that nature, even on the juvenile side of things at 16? What was his, you know,
Like how he felt about
yeah,
it.
because here's a man that's been doing 20 years of time and now he's seeing someone he birthed into the world heading that route
Yeah, the
or
same way.
intertwined in that route.
Um, you know, he had his like opinions on it. It was on some like he was mad but couldn't be too mad, but he was mad. Like 'cause he was like, damn, like it was one of them situations like I wish I was here in a different format to be able to help raise you than to be raising you how I had to raise you type shit. It was one of them type of situations. But I ain't gonna say a lot though. My pops always was like heavy trying to tell me like to stay out of trouble and shit though. Like he always was on some like, yo, don't do this, don't do that, don't get involved with this because it's gonna lead to this and shit. But I ain't really like I ain't really listen too much because it was like when I was younger I was more so like action. Like I gotta see it for myself. That was where my like mindset was fucked up at. Like,
You got to touch the hot pot to
yeah,
know it's hot,
I
even though
gotta
someone warned you, hey, don't touch it, it's hot.
yeah, but I'm gonna have to touch the pot and be like, oh shit. Like it was one of those type of situations though.
So, did you have another male figure growing up aside from him, or was it solely him?
Yeah, I had my uncle, my grandfather. Yeah, I had my uncle and my grandfathers and shit like that.
On his side of the family or mother's side of the family here that you're referencing?
Both. I would say both. I'll probably say like more so like my uncles and one of my mom's side of the family and shit like that though more, and my grandfathers on that side too. But yeah,
Did you see him on his first day out after this 20-year bid?
hell yeah. I didn't even know he was coming home. To be honest with you, cause when he came home,
Yeah, take the audience back there.
I'm trying to remember. When he came home, they like surprised me, but it was like, matter of fact, when he came home, like a couple months before he came home, me and him was low key beefing. I'm not gonna lie, like we was beefing. Forgot why though, but we was beefing about some shit, and he ended up just coming home, and then shit wasn't about nothing though. It was just like father and son shit going through whatever. But it was like me and him was beefing. He came home just out of nowhere. Like I came to my grandma's crib and he was just there. I was like, oh shit. It felt weird at first. I'm not used to not seeing him in the green suit and shit like that, brown suit. So I'm looking like, what the fuck? He was mad big and shit. I'm like, oh, nah, what the fuck?
So after he does come home, does he treat you like a parent still? More like a friend? What's that
I'll tell
relationship?
you the truth. Like me and my pops relationship is more like that nigga more like a brother to me. Like, but he's my dad though. You know what I mean? Like, but I look at him like an older brother because the way he treat me is like an older brother. Like he try to guide me. He might let me bump my head a few times, but he give me more of an older brother treatment than like a father treatment. But it's like he's still my pops though. Like I would never take it from him that he treat me like a pops, but it's like he's more so like an older brother type of treatment.
Care to share what he was incarcerated for?
Murder, manslaughter to be exact though.
For you, because you grew up with a parent that was in prison, uh, did you look at him, when the innocence is gone and you actually realize what's going on and what's happening and the dynamic of how you're being raised, was there resentment towards your father at all? Like, man, these 15 years, if you didn't go this route, you could have been, here with me in the free world. Or was there understanding from you?
It was
Of,
understanding.
okay.
It was understanding.
Because
It was
sometimes
it
it could
was
be the
more so.
opposite for some.
It was. I had that feeling at first though, but it was understanding when I went to jail. Like when I went to jail, he was one of the first people to come visit me. No, no, no. Yeah, he was like one of the first couple people to come visit me when I was in jail. So when he came to visit me, like it was him. And you know what's so crazy? It's a crazy story. When I was in jail at 16, I was on Rikers. My dad went to go visit me, and it's crazy because I'm in the waiting area. No, no, no. I went back after I seen my dad. My dad came to see me. We was talking. He was just like, "Yo, you see how this shit feel now? Like, you get it now? Like, this is why they want you here, you know?" I'm like, "Nah, I get it. Like I understand now. Like, being behind this scene is not it's not a movie. It's real." So after the visit was over, I go to the back, and I see a guy, and he looked familiar. And it's a guy that was my dad's best friend that was in jail with him. They was locked up together. So when I used to go visit my dad, I seen him. His name was Joey. So I seen him, and when he seen my face, he know my face because I used to visit my dad for 10 plus years, so he used to see me all the time. When he seen my face, he just cried. Like he teared a little bit, and he was just like, "Oh damn." He was like, I know your face so good, like I can't even I can't even not look at you right now, like. And he was just he wasn't disappointed, but he was just like it brought him tears because it was just like, damn, I was just with your dad, I'm back in jail, and I'm with his son, like it looked crazy, like it looked crazy.
It's like watching an NBA basketball player, and as you get older, now you're seeing the junior in a jersey
Like
now.
seeing fucking
Tim
Bronny
Hardaway and Tim
James,
Hardaway Jr., or yes,
yeah,
LeBron
like
James
Bronny
and Bronny
James' son,
James.
yeah, some shit like that. It was like, damn, like looking at, I guess that's like D Wade playing. Like he used to play with Braun, but then he get on the court and now he with Bronny. Like it's looking at him like what? Like it look crazy. Like it's like that shit would bring tears to your eyes. It's just like, yo, what the hell? That shit crazy.
Wrapping up the subject matter here about having a parent in prison, what do you want people watching or listening to this interview to know about parents
Parents?
in prison? Yeah, kids with parents in
Oh, kids
prison.
with parents in prison?
Yeah.
Um, shit, like learn off my situation too. Like, but it's like all kids that got like parents in prison and shit. Like, Cause you know, it's some kids that got parents in prison that's never coming home, like, or they just waiting for a date that they don't know about yet, or you know, it's just shit like that. But my advice is to not follow their steps. Like, make them proud while they're in there, so they don't have to worry about you while they're in there. Like, that's the main thing. That's the main message I'll say, because it's like you don't want to sit there and try to get where they're at. You know, like that's really it. Like, honestly, like, you know what's so crazy? You ever heard of Honeycomb Brazy? I seen some shit where they was saying he was locked up with his dad. And he posted a picture with it. I was dead like, yo, damn, that's crazy. Like, being in the same cell with your dad, like after you used to be in the same house in like a household with your dad, that shit's crazy. I ain't gonna lie. No bullshit. I seen that shit. I was like, damn, that's tough.
I'll give you an even crazier title here in regards to that. I'm pulling it up now.
Mm-hmm.
One moment. How about this? Now, this is a title on YouTube.com, and it's DJ Vlad's channel.
Mm-hmm.
Little Diesel knew a gay inmate in prison whose son was his boyfriend.
What?
That's the title of that interview segment.
What? Wait, say that one more time?
Little Diesel, that's the person being interviewed,
Yeah.
knew a gay inmate in prison whose son was his boyfriend. So meaning, like, you know how you just said you knew of a father and son behind bars? This is an example of a father and son, but the son was the father's boyfriend in prison.
Where they from?
I don't know. I'm just merely reading you the title here. I haven't watched this, but
Son is his boyfriend? Pause. What the fuck? That's sick. That's fucking sick. I'm not even gonna lie, that's sick. That's sick as fuck. I don't even know what to say about that right there. That shit just fucked my head up. I ain't gonna lie. That's crazy. That's crazy. I ain't gonna lie, that's crazy.
learn something every day, right?
Yeah, but that's some bullshit right there, though.
I'll read that one more time.
Yeah,
Little Diesel knew a gay inmate in prison whose son was his boyfriend. So not only are they father and son behind bars,
They in a relationship.
yes, lovers, your own seed, incest.
I want to watch that. He ever said how the mother felt about that?
It's a 4-minute and 59-second video. It's Terrence Williams and Little Diesel. It's part 18, and those in the audience can go ahead and check that out if they want to, and you can as well after this interview. But
that's wild.
that's the title.
Yeah, where's the mother at for all of this? Because that what the fuck? That's crazy. Like that's like crazy. Like that's wild. Like that's wild. I ain't gonna lie. And like for all the inmates that's in there that know that's going on, and they're just like letting that happen, is crazy.
Now, I don't know if that's in protective custody, or I don't know if that's
I forgot.
general population,
you
but
right. You right.
it could be in a pod where that is
Where
acceptable,
that shit is accepted. Yeah.
quote unquote.
Nah, you right. You definitely right about that. But that's still some bullshit.
Could be a low level security situation as well.
Still, that's some bullshit.